No mountains today, folks. A lot of clouds. Weather's kind of damp and cold. Gonna get worse before it gets better, but actually overall it's not too bad of a day. It's cool anyway. Good morning. So, cattle. If there is a way for a cow to mess something up or destroy something, they'll find it every time. And that cow we have did just that. Got into our beehives. Luckily, we have no bees anyway. But look what this thing did. Why? There wasn't any honey or anything. The other bees had robbed all that. It did it just to be a jerk. Cows are that way. I don't know. They're destructive. Horses are too, but cows are worse. Like I said, if there is a way for them to do it, they will find it every single time. So, get all that cleaned up and throw away, I guess, the broken stuff and keep the stuff that's not. Man, I'll tell you what, this place is just falling apart. We're still working at the fairgrounds, and I'm going to need to come back and fix fences and things. This fence is all tipping over. Has been for a long time. Whoops. Okay, why is my camera doing that? Hold on. That's a little better. I don't know why it's having troubles focusing anymore. Anyway, this fence here has been tipping over for a long time. I got all the posts and things to fix it with. I just haven't had time to do it. It's always so dang busy in the summertime, and this year I'd kind of figured, well, come fall, I'll dig a few post holes and fix it. But here we are doing this moving stuff instead. Oh, always something. It seems like I have ideas to do stuff and I have plans to do stuff, but there's always something that gets in the way. I'd like to have a few traps set too. December 1st is coming fast, and that is when wolf season opens. So I want to have this stuff all done and out of here by December 1st at the very latest. I don't know. It's coming fast. I don't even know what the day is. Well, let me see. I'm curious. Today is... what day? Today's the 20th, so I got just under 2 weeks to get all this stuff done and out of here. If I'm going to have any traps set on December 1st. I don't know. There's still a lot to do. Anyway, get this loaded and get after it, I guess. Well, that looks a little better. I'll have to go get the tractor and pull these stands out. These stands, getting them up off the ground, are because of skunks. Skunks love bees, and they'll get in there and they'll just stand by the entrance to the beehive and gobble bees. And when they come out, they take their hands and they squish them down. It's kind of fun to watch, actually, but they're not a real good thing if you got bees. When we had our pet skunk Lucky, we used to give him hornets, those yellow jacket hornets. He loved them. That was a good snack for him. But these stands, it puts the beehives up off the ground, I don't know, a foot, maybe a little bit more, and the skunks can't get them as easy. People that have skunk problems and bear problems and things with bees, it can be a pretty pretty bad problem. I mean, they'll come in, especially bears, they'll come in, knock the hives over like this cow did, and just absolutely destroy them. Skunks can mess up a lot of hives too, but they're not quite as bad because they're smaller and they don't have the strength to knock these hives over. So that cow, it smashed most of the frames. There's some that are still good, but that pile over here I think is fixable. This pile over here, that's garbage for sure. That there, that's some sheep's wool. We had to insulate the tops in the winter time. But overall, I guess they're not. I mean, there's enough here. We could start having bees again if we wanted to. Usually, I mean, you start out with 1 or 2 hives to begin with anyway. But at one time, we had about 5 of them. If you've been watching for a while, we had bees off and on for about 10 years. It was fun. I do miss it. But man, we just never had any luck with it. They'd go really good for a year or two, and we'd end up splitting hives and making 2 hives out of 1 because there's too many bees and that kind of thing. You got to do that or they'll swarm. They'll just pick up and leave, and then you have no bees. And that happened a few times. And this last time, I don't know what happened. We were down to 1 hive, and they were doing really good. There was lots of honey. Come to check on them, and they're all dead. I don't know. It's kind of discouraging. Very, very frustrating. Like I said, it was enjoyable when things were going good. It was a lot of fun. But I don't know. There's a lot more to bees than people think. So many people think they can just throw a beehive out there and rob it of honey once or twice a year, and no big deal, and don't have to do anything more. And that's far from the truth. It's a lot of work. If you don't have time to mess with these things about once a week, don't even think about getting them, because there's a lot to go wrong, and there's a lot to know, a lot to learn. Ours this time, the only thing I can think of that might have got them is Varroa destroyer mites, they call them. We treated for that, but I don't know. I don't remember what they call it. Aprigard, I think it is, that we use. It's a chemical insecticide basically that kills the mites, but it doesn't kill the bees. It's really, really strong smelling, and it wasn't as strong smelling this time. I think it was old, so I don't know. Maybe it didn't do the trick, but like I say, everything was going good, and then suddenly they were all dead. I don't know. Me and Cindy have talked about it. We'd both like to get some more bees, but I don't think we're going to. And after a cow attack, I have to sort through here and see what's even usable still. What she didn't step on and destroy, she crapped on. It's dirty. The bees wouldn't like it. I'd have to clean all this up, probably get new frames. Some of these we never did use. These ones here, these are what they call the honey super. They're smaller. They're not the ones that the bees actually live in are about twice as big, and they're like these ones over here, those bigger ones. But these have a plastic honeycomb to them. It's really shallow, and they coat that with a real thin layer of beeswax, and the bees smell that, and they'll build off of this, and then they'll turn it into, let's see, I'll turn it into honeycomb like that one. This is one that the bees would live in. This is a hive body. A lot of times they'll have honey in here too, but mostly this is for the young bees, larvae. See, like this one here, Well, that's a good frame. That's got nothing really wrong with it. It's this one would still be usable. There's a brand new one. That's another brand new one. It's just black plastic instead of yellow. This one's got some honeycomb built onto it. Anyway, take this back to the house and find a spot to unload it, and the broken stuff I'll leave in the trailer and take to the dump. Fun stuff. It's gonna be a nice day. Sun's out. Anyway, see you folks tomorrow, and thank you very much for watching. Like I said, this is kind of sad. My poor bees. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Bye.